Alright, so what's up everyone, now welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be checking out the AMP63 in Black Ops Cold War. Now, if you saw my video yesterday that I uploaded, I talked about how I wasn't going to make this video till like Saturday or something, because I assumed that this is going to be coming out on the Thursday, which is what we're used to. But Treyarch decided to release it like an hour or two after I made that video, so here we are today. Instead of double uploading yesterday, I thought I'd just use the night to, you know, actually use the gun, gain dark matter, that kind of thing. Now, just before we get into today's video, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everyone, for 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. I really appreciate everyone's support. I do have a video planned for the 1K special. I do have something planned. So that'll probably be coming out in the next week or two. I'll just upload that whenever I feel like it, but in the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing some kind of special video, so keep a lookout for that. But with all that out of the way, let's just get into a game of 12v12 Mosh Pit, because let's be honest, that's about the only playable thing on Cold War. So since I have this thing, Dark Matter, you would suspect that I have my opinion already made on this weapon, because obviously I've used it enough to get Dark Matter Ultra. I want to say that it is pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's broken or anything, but then again, at the same time, I wouldn't say it's like unusable or something, if you know what I mean. I'm not playing Apocalypse. I hate that map. You'll see when we get into a game as well. If I was to use this thing just normally, I would definitely run it akimbo, just because it's a lot more fun, I would say, using it akimbo. But the single one is definitely a solid weapon as well. It's basically like a pocket SMG, I would say. It's basically like a B-Tech Milano sort of thing. It's not going to be as strong, obviously, because it is just a pistol, but it definitely, you can hold your own with it, I would say. Are you fucking sick? I can't be. I literally left this game as well. Oh my. This game. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I love it looking at someone's mouth. So here we are in game. If we inspect the weapon, do you fucking mark? So anyway, here we are in the game with the DM Ultra AMP63s. Look gorgeous, as to be expected, because this camo is just incredible. The coverage on it is amazing. Oh my god, there's so many people. Like I said at the start of the video, these things aren't going to break Cold War or Warzone. Like, they're not completely broken. I mean, I think because the Sykov exists, people always think the full auto pistol is just going to break whatever game it's introduced to. But honestly, I think these things are really, like, well balanced in Cold War. I mean, in Warzone, they seem pretty well balanced as well from what I've seen. I haven't had the chance to use them myself, because I haven't actually played Warzone in, like, weeks. Wait, I just realised we only have one laser sight active on the... What? There's only one laser sight active. What's going on? But in Cold War, these things are perfectly well balanced in my opinion. I mean, they're good enough where you can definitely hold your own if you need to like swap to them from your primary. You can use them as a primary as well, but at the same time, you're not going to be outgunning like every single gun in the game. The things are definitely good, but like I said, you're not going to be out damaging every primary. I mean, there might be the odd one where you might outgun them, but I think in general it kind of comes down to who you're fighting. Another thing about this weapon as well is the ammo. As you see, I've got the 22 round speed mags on, and 22 rounds is sometimes not enough. I mean, there are definitely scenarios where I can kill like 2 or 3 like that. There you go, I just killed 2 people. But it's not like you're going to be getting any quad feeds with this thing. I mean, obviously you got the speed mag on as well, so I mean the reload is that quick, so you can definitely hit some feeds with this thing if you are looking to do something like that. But at the same time, it's not like you've got a ton of ammo. It's not like the Sykovs. But I have to say, though, it is sort of a different story with Akimbo. I mean, you've been seeing some gameplay with Akimbo, obviously. And, I mean, with the single one, it's definitely in the sense that, like, you would do better with a primary, I think. But with Akimbo, in the close quarters, you're, I think, going to be outgunning a lot of good things. But obviously, it's a thing with an akimbo weapon where you're hip firing. You're going to be missing bullets. You know, you're going to be hitting the toes and stuff. You know, it's not an exact science with an akimbo weapon, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of fucking Apocalypse, and this is why. This is why! Why are there just holes in the wall for people like this to prevail? I hate it. I've completely forgotten to talk about the unlock challenges for this weapon. If you want to get it in multiplayer, you have to get 5 pistol kills in wait for it, 20 completed matches, which is just absurd in my opinion. That's just way too many matches just for a pistol as well. You can do this in Warzone, which would be even harder because obviously that is a less kill environment, I would say. You know, you're going to be getting less kills in Warzone as opposed to multiplayer. But if you are looking to unlock the AMP63 and you don't want to spend money on the bundle, then the best way, in my opinion, is to do zombies. It's not even my opinion, I don't care. It's fact. It's just straight up facts. All you need to do to unlock these things in zombies is get 400 crit kills with pistols. Like, that's easy. That's like, it literally took me and a couple of other friends like half an hour tops to get this done. It's like one of the easiest challenges ever. Yeah, you see, this is why I don't like this fucking game. People like this. This game actually pisses me off because I feel like it does have potential to be like a really solid Call of Duty game, but it's just things like that that really just like drag it down. Just people like, just the fact that you can camp with a diamond RPD with a sniper scope on and do that well. It's not even that they do that well, to be honest. I mean, people like who camp or have these like really scummy strategies don't even go that positive. It's just an annoying strategy. Oh, I hate this fucking map, man. This map is... I think it's one of the worst maps in the game. I don't even care. I'm done. No, fuck off. I genuinely think that Apocalypse is like the worst map in the game. Like, it's just such a shit map. Like, there's so many places where people can camp and just do well. It's such a camper friendly map. Like, I don't even care. I do want to briefly talk about when we can see the Modern Warfare guns as well. I made a video about, I think about a month ago now, and it did really well, like talking about when the Modern Warfare guns will be coming out. I do have a leading theory on when it could be, when we could see a gun, at least. So as of this Thursday, we will have 2 weeks until the end of Season 3. And with the roadmap for Season 3, we have no content left. Like, there's nothing left at all. So what I think is going to happen in the next 2 weeks, the last week of this season will be Season 4, like, teasers and reveals, you know, to get the hype race for Season 4. And the second to last week will be some kind of weapon, in my opinion, because that's the exact same thing that happened with the Sykov. We saw that, I think, 2 weeks before the next season, which was Season 3 back then. I think it's going to be the same scenario with this. So I'm expecting the CX-9 or the RAL LMG to be released either this Thursday or next Thursday. I mean, it could be this Thursday, to be honest. What the fuck's happened to the map again? This game is so clapped. I don't know what's going on. But my predictions for the CX-9 or the RAL coming out is going to be either this Thursday or next Thursday. This isn't me saying it's confirmed. This isn't me saying it's guaranteed. This is just a prediction, so I'm probably going to be wrong. But that's just when I think we will see some kind of weapon, either this Thursday or next Thursday. So if one of them ends up being true, mark my words, remember this video. I genuinely despise the dual-wield magnums. Like, what? How have they not been fixed yet? We're like 7 months into this game's life cycle, and this is still in the game. I do also want to point out as well, you've probably noticed it in this video so far, but the issue with the dual pistols in this game showing up in the feed is still a bug, and it's been a thing since launch. Look. Oh wait, that's a headshot. Look at the feed there. It says I'm using a 1911. See? Is this a 1911? Do you think? It's been really weird as well. I haven't played Warzone in about 2 to 3 weeks. And you guys know, if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, I love playing Rebirth. Like, Rebirth in Warzone is probably one of my favorite things to play as of right now. And Quads has been in for almost a week now, and I have not touched it once in the past like 2-3 weeks. And I think I'm going to make a video on this sometime in the near future, but I just think it's time for Warzone's meta to change. Like, I don't mean in terms of a weapon meta. I think in terms of like just overall class setup meta, or like the playstyle meta, in my opinion. I mean, obviously people have been talking about this for a while, but Exclusive Ace made a video talking about the stealth meta and how it is time for a change, because it's pretty much been the meta since launch, and I cannot agree more. That's what kind of inspired me to make my own video on it. I want to talk about, you know, the things like the stealth meta and, you know, the monolithic suppressors and all of that stuff with Warzone. It's not just that as well. Things like the perk variety in Warzone are dreadful. Like, the perk variety is genuinely terrible. Like, you always use Ghost or Overkill, or maybe even Restock. You always use EOD. You always use AMP. Like, it's always the same perks in every setup. And I know the Raven did mention in one of their patch notes recently that they are going to be looking at, you know, changing the perk meta of, like, Ghost and stuff. But I also think at the same time that, well, they said that in Season 3, and they're taking too long. That's what I think. I mean, they said they were going to do it in Season 3, and they haven't. It's like with Zombies Mastery Camos in Warzone. They said they were going to do that in, like, Season 2. Have they done it? No, we're almost in Season 4, and we still haven't seen them in the game. And obviously, camos is like one of the least important things in a BR, in my opinion. I mean, you know, when you've got things like with Warzone, with how bad the perk balance is, that is a priority, but they're just not doing it. They're still doing weapon tuning, and we don't need weapon tuning. I don't know, hopefully they can do some sort of big overhaul with Season 4, like to the perks. They can introduce Dark Ether. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Warzone. I think I'm just a little bit burnt out, so I'm just kind of like taking a extended break from it. I do think the meta in it does need to change, though, the playstyle meta, in my opinion. Like I said, I'll make a video on that in the near future. So our team can manage to get a stray from the gunship, care packages, UAVs, all these different cool streaks, but they can't even get the fucking flag. Well, I don't get it. What's the point? Just don't bother. But anyway, that's the AMP63 in Cold War. I wouldn't expect it to, you know, change any meta or be broken. I mean, in Cold War, the LC10 is still the meta. In Warzone, it's not going to do anything spectacular for you, so I wouldn't be too worried about this thing breaking the game. So, yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel once again. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Why is there a plague hound there? I don't know why that is. I don't have that. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.